Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe, and I can make more makeup videos. If you follow me on Instagram, then hi, but if you don't know who I am, then my name's Annie and I'm a makeup artist from Sheffield. I put a poll on my Instagram of what you lot wanted to see. So you said unstructured, smoky, neutral colours, glowy skin. So that's what I created. So yeah, if you want to see how I created this look, then please keep watching. I'm going to start by taking the Plouise base, shade 3. I just pop a little bit of that on the back of my hand. About that much. And then it's the Doll Beauty brush in 11. I don't like to take too much product up to the eyebrow because you don't get as clean of a mark. So when I dab into the product, you go a little bit below like that and then take that makeup and you then create your line with that bit, rather than going from there straight into drawing out the brow. I always take it round here too, just because when you blend it with the beauty blender, it then blends in when you start doing your concealer and stuff later on. Take your, Real Technique sponge. That out. Try not to go close to the line that you've just created there under your eyebrow. I always set that. Some makeup artists don't set the concealer underneath, like on the eyelid, but I just find that it just makes your colours like smudge a little bit. So I'm just going to take the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish in Fair. This is just a Doll Beauty brush in number 6. Make sure that line's set in place. So push it in until it's set and then swipe the excess product away. So it's a bit more compact. This is number 7. And then with the darkest colour, because I'm going to do like a halo eye, I'm going to go in with the darkest colour here and the darkest colour there first, and then blend out with the lighter colours. So I'm going to take Lights Out, which is the black, in the Stacey Marie Carnival Extra Large Pro Palette. So with the darkest colour, I'm going to make that rounded here, and it's with the lighter colours I'm going to create a bit of a blown out look. So I'm going to keep it round with the black, and then when it's blown out then go back in with the black, because it's really hard to blend out black. I personally find it's so much harder to do makeup on myself than somebody else. You've got to sort of do this eye thing where you keep one eye open so you know what you're doing. Try and keep the black as tamed as you can near your line here. If you start blending up and out, you're just going to have to take it higher and higher, and it's just not going to, you're not going to get the same effect. You want to create sort of the ombre effect, so it's black here, lighter brown here, and the lightest brown up at the top near your brow. For the inner corner, look down that side and you can get right in. Just keep going in until you've got sort of the colour payoff that you want, but we'll go in with the black again at the end, so don't worry if it's not quite too dark. It's not as dark as I want it. Then I'm going to take the Doll Beauty brush in 12. This is again a little bit more flimsy, but it's still quite a sturdy brush. And I'm going to go in with Vex. Tap away excess, you don't want too much on there. Just really lightly, so you're just starting to see it blend out a little bit. And then with just a big fluffy brush, no product on it. Just gonna make that seamless. Almost just blends it away. Which is, it's still cool tone, it's not quite as cool tone as that, but it'll just blend into the eyebrow a little bit more. Take a big fluffy brush and go in with the bronzer. Now I know that this is cool toned, but I always find that if you blend just the top bit with a bronzer, it just blends a lot more seamlessly. It won't make it look any less cool toned, it'll just sort of warm it up around your eyebrow area, because obviously your skin colour is going to be with your bronzer, it just ties it all in. So this is the NYX matte bronzer in shade Deep Tan. It is quite a cool toned, I find that I always use it for sort of contour because it is a cool tone bronzer. It's not like a really warm toned one. Out, because when we do the bronzer, we're going to focus it on this outer bit here on your temple, so it'll just tie it all together. With a flat brush, and we're going to go back in with the black, and you just keep layering it up until you're happy with the colour. So we're going to create a tiny bit of a wing on the outside. This is obviously a thicker brush than you would create a normal wing with, but it's just to give that blown out effect. Right, so now we're going to take a liquid glitter for the centre bit. I've put this on the back of my hand. And then with the flat shader brush, this is the same one that I did the concealer with. Let's start right in the middle. This acts as a bit of a glitter glue as well. So you're keeping that quite concentrated because we'll blend it out with the shadow and the glitter that we're going to put on top. And I'm going to take it above my crease and then sort of just blend it into the eyebrow. You don't want no harshness. So it is going up to your brow, but it's not as concentrated, so when you look straight ahead you can just see there, but you have got a little bit there going up to the brow. Was Pyrite, and this is the Be Perfect Liquid Crystal Eyeshadow. They're so good and they're so affordable as well. So then, with just a flat brush, while this is still wet, so you need to work quite quick, I'm going to pack that on top. So what I've done there, I've just taken my finger on the glitter in the middle and I've just blended it out just a little bit. So you've got a bit of glitz there, but it is concentrated in the middle again. I'm going to take the Topshop waterproof eye pencil in gunpowder. Just going to take like a flat fluffy brush with the black. Down to the inner corner, look down there. Just to get right in. The Urban Decay eyeliner in 0, which is just the black colour. Pull it down with your little finger. Really important, you can't see it on the camera, but on this inner corner you sometimes get gaps, so just make sure that they're all filled. I do that before concealer, mainly on clients, because when people get watery eyes, sometimes they're like, no, I don't get watery eye, and then you'll do it after and their eyes will just stream. It's just because of someone else going into your eye. It's obviously like, get away from it, and then the bright lights that you get in the salon and stuff like that. So I always do it just before concealer. And I started doing it on myself as well, because it doesn't really make a difference to the look of the makeup, and you're just not risking your eye watering and ruining all your powder and things. I'm using the Tatti lashes in TL9. So when you're cutting lashes, I'd always cut from the inner corner, because I feel that if you cut from the outer corner, you're going to lose that sort of wing effect that a lot of them have. Just the duo glue. This is the latex free one. I always bend the lash line like that. It just makes it a bit more flexible for when you're putting them on. They're already bent slightly. I see a lot of people putting mascara on before they put the lashes on, but I don't ever do that. I find that if you put mascara on first, it sort of bends your lashes up and it's harder for your lashes to stick. So if you're struggling to do it, maybe that's why. Try not prepping your lashes with mascara before, because you can always go on after. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same with the other eye. Next is eyebrows. So I'm just going to brush them up. Before face makeup, because I always seem to lean on my face, so if I've got foundation on and stuff, it can just ruin it a little bit. So this is the Revolution eyebrow precision. It's like the smaller one. Yeah, it's really good. This is in shade medium brown. So just start at the, just gonna line them underneath, brush into the brow a little bit, and then I'm going to set them upwards. And then again with the brush on the other side, just brush the product through, just to make it look a bit more natural. First, for skin prep, so I'm going to go in with a moisturiser. This is the L'Oreal Hydra Genius Aloe Water. Just going to spray about 2 pumps of that, rub it together. This is just moisturising. I use the one for normal to combination skin. I have really oily skin. I don't think they do it in an oily skin one. I think they just do it for dry skin. But that's why I like to use a water-based moisturiser rather than an oil-based one. And I'm going to go in with the Hydra Veil from Illamasqua. Strobing cream. This is just a Primark one highlighter cream, and I'm just going to put that on the sort of peaks of my face. I'm going to foundation. I'm using the Ordinary Full Coverage Foundation. This is in the shade 3.0Y. It's medium dark with yellowy undertones. And then with the remainder on the sponge, just go closer to the eyebrow. Taking the Revolution concealer Conceal and Fix in the shade Light Beige. It's the ultimate coverage concealer. I'm going to take just a concealer brush again. I'm going to go in with the darker foundation colour. I always take a little bit as well here under my lips. It just gives the illusion of a little bit of a bigger lip. Build the coverage up with the next concealer. I'm just using the e.l.f. concealer in shade Light Beige. Messed up a little bit because we're going to bake. Using the Jeffree Star loose powder in the shade Beige. For this I use a spongy one. I'm not sure what it's called, but I will link it down below. So pop a little bit of that in my hand. Cover your sponge down the sides of the nose. And while that's setting, I'm just going to do my bronzer. For the contour shade, I'm taking the NYX matte bronzer in Deep Tan. This is a cooler tone, so this is just going to go just above the line that I've set there, just to give the illusion of like cheekbones. A bit on the forehead, around the temple, and then we're just going to take the bronzer and blend that together with the temple. This is the bronzer that I used on the eyes as well, so just with a big fluffy brush. So just taking a fluffy brush, and I'm going to blend, because it's the same colour again that I used at the start of here, just going to blend that all together. Quite liney, but I'm going to go in with a bigger brush just to blend it all out. And I always put a little bit of bronzer over this bit, only a tiny bit. But it just gives the illusion that your nose is a little bit, you know, more turned uppy, a bit smaller. I'm just going to press this in rather than push it out, so just push it in. Next I'm going to go in with the Hourglass bronzer. Obviously you've done your contour, but you've got a bit of space here that's not really doing anything. This is where the bronzer comes in and ties it all together. In Radiant Bronze Light, and just ties them two together. I always bring it onto my cheeks as well, just in preparation for blusher. With this orangey shade, it's just a Primark one. It's just like an orangey, it's actually an eyeshadow, but a little bit on your nose, just a bit sun-kissed. Before anything else, I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish in the shade Fair. This is just going to brighten the under eye and tie this bit all together. And I'm going to go in with my soap trick. I love the smell of that. I'm going to spray it with rose water just on the top. Just going to rub my spoolie in it just so it's a little bit foamy. I think this is a good trick, but it's definitely not one to do before foundation because it does leave a bit of a grey cast. Dull Beauty brush in number 4 and the Laura Geller highlighter in Ballerina. This is like a nice pinky tone, ties in with your blush. So I'm going to take the Primark, it's just a Primark palette, I use this in for everything, Pure Glow, and I'm going to take this colour. A big fluffy brush and just blend it all together. See, it's sort of seamless, just really lightly on the forehead, on the nose. Just blend it all together. I don't want no harsh lines. So just taking a fluffy brush. The Vex, again, the same palette. This is just a Primark mascara, the 3D lash effect. It's so good. It reminds me of, what is it? The YSL one. It's really good. So I'm taking the LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner in chocolate. I'm going to take the MAC Peach Stock. So I've just added a little bit of gloss. I'm going to put a little bit of shimmer on my chest. And that's it. Done. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like or subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. And if you want any more videos, then please comment below. That's just annoying me. Yeah, and any more looks that you want to see, then just let me know. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye.